The fans are also super excited that there's going to be a cameo appearance by Samantha.
Yes.
You have talked a little bit about it already.
Have I?
You have a little bit. You know, that you a little bit that you didn't want to really waste a lot of energy on it. And I just kind of wanted to know, like, what did you mean by that?
I think what I meant was that I didn't want to waste energy on the drama.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if it was properly quoted or whatever. I don't read all my stuff. But I feel like there's been enough written and thought about any of the drama. And I just feel like the world is a complicated place and we do not need to get into any more drama, you know?
Amen. Amen, Kristin, really.
Thank you. Yes. But we also really thought that it would be nice for the fans. You know, I know that Miss Samantha and she's a great character. And I felt like it rang true to life. Like you have these really intense friendships and then maybe somebody moves or gets into a relationship or whatever, different things happen, right? And you don't see them all the time, but that doesn't mean that you're not friends. And that doesn't mean that you might not hear from them or see them or, you know, whatever it is. And we just know with the 25th anniversary and we want to make the fans happy, you know, so that was our thinking. And I hope that they are happy and I hope that they're not disappointed because of it. You know, we're trying to keep whatever secrets we can keep.
So there are a few surprises in this season. Aidan comes back.
Yes.
So we've seen on Instagram.
Yes. And look, you can't hide John Corbett. So, you know.
Right.
It's very
Well, that must have been great to have him back on set. Yeah.
It was so much fun. He's such a joy. And he was so happy to be back. And that just brings so much to it, you know. And we've known John a long time now, right? So it's really nice. It was just a breath of fresh air. He came like, I shouldn't say. Anyway, he brought fresh air when we needed it. And was just full of joy and some funny stuff. I don't know if I should say, but like, there's some funny things that he did. He's a character, you know, he's a character and a half, but there's never a dull moment with John Corbett.
Can you believe it's been 25 years since?
No, I can't. No, it's crazy to think about.
So what do you know about yourself now that you wish you knew back then?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily about myself, but it's about the world. I think that I wish that I had known that everyone's going to criticize you all the time and that you shouldn't listen to it.
It's true. And especially now, like when you started Sex and the City, social media was not a thing.
No.
Yeah. So now, no matter what, at any time, you are hearing things, or if you choose to read things,
Well, even if you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even back in the olden days, I didn't read reviews, but like I had this neighbor who would like slide them under my door.
Right.
I didn't mean to read that. I didn't need to read that. But you know, you really can't totally escape. But I feel like creatively, you need to protect yourself a little bit. And social media, obviously, that is a place for people to voice their opinions. And I appreciate that everyone has opinions because we want that. I mean, that's kind of the idea in a lot of ways of our show, right? That we bring things up that not everyone agrees on or might be new. But sometimes just as an artist, it's hard to read it all. It's a lot.
It is. Well, what I think is brilliant is that Sex and the City was groundbreaking for women in their 20s and 30s back then. And this new show is groundbreaking in a way for women in their 50s and up.
Yeah, that's what we want to be. That's what we're trying to be. Yes, thank you.
I know, for sure, because, you know, aging in Hollywood is not easy, as we know.
Aging in the world is not easy.
In the world, it's true, but especially in Hollywood. And you all make it look so great and so fantastic, truly.
That's kind. I mean, it's a struggle, okay?
Well, it takes a village, as we say.
It does. But it's also hard because, you know, we're trying to be like real and authentic in terms of our characters and where they're at. But at the same time, the whole chorus of, I feel like our generation, we're kind of like going through this together, right? Aging. And there's so many different opinions and so many different thoughts and so many different ideas about how to go about it. And there's also a lot of judgment, and I feel like some of the judgment we put upon ourselves, and it doesn't help anything.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
So where is Charlotte in this season?
Charlotte is, still being her best mom self to her two children who present all kinds of interesting challenges, and her best wife self to Harry. And things are going well, but I would say that under the surface, she has some, unrest or some unfinished parts of herself, I guess, is a way to put it. And I think that's something that I relate to as a mom for sure. And I feel like other women might relate to. You get to a certain point and you think like, is this it? Like I'm dealing with everyone else's problems, but what about me? Where am I in this mix? So as the season goes along, Charlotte really ends up kind of, dealing with some stuff.
Yeah. I'm really fond of the fact that all of the characters are really well developed and integrate with each other this season.
Yeah, I like that too. It was so much fun.
Now, has your daughter watched any of it yet? No.
No. One time when she was like 7 or 8, we were on a plane, and it was a plane with really big monitors, and the person in front of her was watching one of the movies, and she said, "Mommy, that person looks just like you on that screen." And I was like, yes, it is me. She's like, "Oh," and then she leaned over, and I'm like, "Oh, what happens? What happens in this film? Oh my God." I had such a panic, but nothing bad happened. And she lost interest really quick, which, is interesting. But with this new show, my son, who's 5, we're on the buses and stuff. So we'd be driving around, he'd be like, "There's Mommy with her friends on the bus." It's so cute.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Fashion is also a main character in the show, always has been. Do you have any favorite looks?
Wow, so many. It's hard to pick. I mean, I love my Met Ball outfit. That's all in my bedroom right now, including the whip, which I think is really funny.
Right.
No, I don't know where I'm going to wear that, but I have it just in case I need it. I love so many things that Charlotte wears. We have a great time with her, she's always like dependable, but also fun in what she wears. There's a good look. I don't know if you got to see the Valentine's Day episode.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And it's a great look. Yes. I don't want to give too much away. That's the problem with having seen it before. But I'm just going to rewatch everything every time.
Oh, that's sweet.
What have you learned about fashion and style all these years by working with the design team?
Yeah, so much. I mean, I really knew nothing coming into it. I always thought, and I've said this, I think, in the past, fashion to me was for like 6 feet tall women who were super skinny. Like, I just didn't think that I could carry those clothes off, So it's been a learning curve, and obviously it started with Pat Field, and she had to really push me, and I pushed back. I was like, "No, I can't wear that," But she was persistent, obviously, which was good. And I think you learn about your body and your taste and your style and what you want to say. But also, I feel like even now, more so than before, we're kind of interested. I feel like this is a cultural moment too, like in uniqueness. And like, we're not so into like this season right off the runway, gotta be, fresh, blah, blah, blah. We're more interested in like uniqueness and vintage and handmade and kind of special things that really help to tell the story of the character.
True. Personal style, really. And I think that each character has their own personal style for sure.
Very much.